Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to a Punched Out Thursday to Die For with Kathy, Krista, myself, and Dorothy. Also, it's still Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, Round 6. Hashtag 30DSCBL6. Yeah, one more day after today. And this is the sketch that we are using today. And I'm going to flip mine. I'm going to turn it to the right and stay pretty close to it. I'm not going to put any journaling on there though. And instead of the third picture, I am going to have an embellishment cluster. And I want to apologize right now for the lighting. A friend of mine, we were discussing the adjustments on my video, and she said maybe it's the camera. Maybe you need to adjust exposure on the camera. She took classes with the camera. I have not. I probably totally misunderstood what she said. So I get on here and it's like a big glare. Well, I worked with it and got this, and this is the best I could get. But it's a good thing the video's short. I am going to do, well, you can tell already, it's a Halloween one. And I'm using my Martha Stewart punch that is the, I think, Creepy Fence or something like that. I've had a long time, but I never tried to remember what it is. But I think it's Creepy Fence. The original inspiration piece has a scallop, a giant scallop. I have a giant scallop die, but it's not near that big. So I thought, well, if I was going to change it out and use something else instead, I might as well use my Creepy Fence. And it does have crows on it, and it works really good. You know, some of them you go to line up, it don't line up well. This one lines up very well. I never mind cutting on it. And the two pictures that I'm using is of my granddaughters, and they'd come out on Halloween, and they were going to go ahead and spend the weekend. And their mom had dropped them off. Anyway, I gave them their Halloween stuff. And the first thing they pulled out of their bags was these mouths and teeth. Their teeth on there too. And so I had to take their picture. And Reagan, the one on the left, her picture looks so much bigger. Well, the reason it does is she tried to scare me when I went to take the picture. And she did a growl and flung her face forward towards the camera. And this is how it ended up. And I decided to keep it, because that was the moment. And I like it. I don't know if she's going to like it. I don't know if she's ever seen the picture. Because generally all they see is completed scrapbook pages. So she might see it now. But yeah, Charlie stood there and was well behaved. Anyway, they wore those all weekend, and that was like the big thing to make sure they took when they went out the door. I never seen them again, so it's a good thing I took pictures at the time. And while I was talking, I cut out my hat, witch's hat. It's huge. It came with the die set, and I don't know why it had such a huge hat when everything else was more to scale of each other, but this is huge. And I decided to decorate it with a small spider web and a spider, kind of like a flower instead, but not. And yeah, it's going to be like in place of my third picture. It and that big spider web in the back. And my title's going to be really close to where they have it in the original, but over to the right a tiny bit. And like I said, I'm not going to have any journaling, but the actual, I guess, bones of the sketch, I am following that. Only where they have that bare spot all down the sides, and that would be my top, I'm just going to go ahead and add my bat there and some stars and a moon and sequins even. But yeah, I had to add something. I like the more. I got the die that with that whole set that I got from Peachy Cheap that time, and it says Halloween, and it has a crow. And I'm going to look at it, and I'm thinking, well, there's crows all along the fence, and that was huge. I mean, huge, but crows are big. And I decided to cut it off and put it down there underneath one of the pictures. 2 years in a row, crows decided to visit my yard for like a month, I guess. It was a while. Thought they were gone once, and then there they were again. But they'd fly off every time I'd open the door. If they didn't, I would like it even less. Uh, but his little feet got cut off, so I kind of had him down lower and tucked the ends underneath that little black border. But I thought, why throw him away when I can use him? And I'm going to end up using those stickers for my stars and my moon and my title. My title's just going to be Eek with an exclamation point that's on there. But I like it. I like long titles, but since that was just a small space there, it fit perfect. So yeah, I liked it. Now, if there had been a growl on there, like she growled at me when she did it, of course her mouth was full. She couldn't do much else. I would have used that, but since I didn't have it, I just went with the Eek. And the sequins that I had that were black are Studio Calico, and they're all one size. I would have preferred a couple of sizes, but I went with the one size. And although it's hard to tell on here that this is vanilla cardstock that I've got in the background, it is. It looks kind of white. It kind of almost looks like it's a black and white video. But the pictures are coming up. Maybe you can tell more from them. Yeah, see? A lot better. And yeah, there's my sequins and my little big giant crow, not little crow. And there's my big spider web that's a doily, and then the small one that is not. And there's my creepy fence and the bat that was in the die set. So I had dies and one punch that I used today. But if you look down there below, you'll see all the other gals in Punched Out Thursday to Die For. And you will see the ones that are on the 30 days of sketches too. And there's a load of them. But yeah, check them all out. And if you leave a comment below, I'll get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. And those of you who already are, thank you so much. But yeah, and check out Facebook. Do the sketch and load it up to the Facebook group. Have a happy, scrappy week. Take care and stay safe. Bye.